Beautiful people, welcome back to another interesting video. Today we'll be checking out the video from the DC Shorts. It's titled Purple-Haired Transgender Person versus Man Who's Had Enough. I loved when they said transgender person, just so that they're not rude and because they're a bit confused about his gender or her gender. We're not sure if he's a man or a woman, so they said a purple-haired transgender person versus man who's had enough. We get to hear this debate a lot, but I'd love to know what this debate is about. Would love to know your thoughts concerning this video, so it's important to watch through to the end. Okay, I'll be dropping my thoughts during the course of this video or after this video. Okay, my name is Oge. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, hello. Do well to like, share, subscribe, turn the post notification bell. Let's check this out together.
You say you care about the students, but half of you are not sure what gender is, especially transgender. I know the lawyer said transsexual earlier. That's not the correct term. It's transgender. I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she, her, and I will only accept those pronouns. I will not be addressed any other way. And in the workspace, I'm protected by that. Our students should be too, especially when they're not over 18, don't have a voice. So I'm just imploring you to go beyond what, just really consider, what is this fight really about? Why is it such entrenched? I know we hear a lot about religious liberty, and quite honestly, I grew up in Christian education all through college. I don't remember any of my doctrinal classes mentioning only male and female, and that's the way it should be. If you feel it is, awesome, good, you get to believe that. You don't get to impose those beliefs on anybody else. And that's actually what religious liberty is that your right to believe that is protected, but the other person that identifies as something else is also is right to be protected. So I guess I'm here to say is, with Oshkosh Pride, we're paying attention, and we're going to be involved in this conversation if it keeps on going.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you guys are even considering letting bathrooms and locker rooms being co-ed. I don't care how they identify or whatever kind of delusion people live in, whatever kind of mental disease that they have. Boys are boys and girls are girls. It's simple and basic. It's always been that way, and that's why we have separate bathrooms. I'm not going to allow my girls or my boys to shower with the opposite sex because I don't want them fondled or tainted by one of these deranged people sexually. And that's what lingers in these groups of homosexuality and transgenderism is sexually explicit ideology. My daughter goes to Franklin. She brought home books about how it's okay that two parents are gay in a household and it's okay for boys to be girls and girls to be boys. What kind of delusion are you guys living in? Are people really retarded? We're still having these talks? Like, what is going on here? Like,
You don't use that word.
no, it's a word. I can use that if I want. Yes, I can. And I can't believe people are so open-minded. Their brains have literally fell out. Does nobody know why we had opposite sport teams and opposite bathrooms for boys and girls? To protect both sexes from one another. If they want to play some delusional game and we have to allow it, then they should have their own bathroom and their own support, their own sports. It's as simple as that. They shouldn't be allowed to women to come and shower in the boys' locker room. I don't want one of these succubuses coming in there spoiling my young gentleman.
Okay. Okay. We crossed.
Hey, what? It's a word. I can use it if I want. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, or what? Yeah. So yeah, either way, I think you guys all must have some type of mental disease, even considering this kind of thing.
Sir.
I don't understand what's going on with you guys, that we're even considering this. You guys need to go, no, absolutely not, and come back to reality. Dude, you guys need to embrace God. All this kind of talk, dude, from the name of the flag, dude, it is against
Thank
God.
you, sir. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank
Yeah, don't
you.
use the R word. Yeah, well, I can use whatever word I want. It's in my big old dictionary, it's there. Okay, I want to see that.
7 to 8% of our school district revenue is at risk right now
because we are currently not in compliance. That's what I just heard from the lawyer here who didn't know what gender identity was, and from the gentleman over in this direction, I forget which one, said about 7 to 8%, but those facts put together. I also am hearing a lot from folks that it has never happened before, that we've lost funding from a Title IX violation. I don't have the history in front of me, forgive me. I don't think we've ever been this in violation of a Title IX compliance as we are currently. Now, if we get a gender-based discrimination complaint on day 2 of school, in one of the 3 schools, one of the 19 schools rather, that are legally obligated to comply based on federal law, as it is now. I don't care what the Supreme Court might do. I don't think any of you need to care about what the Supreme Court might do, because now we're out of compliance.
You guys, this is actually getting really serious. Like, it's getting out of hand. What do you guys think? Like, what is your honest opinion? I know we have a lot of queer people that watch my videos. I'd love to know what actually goes on in your heads. Because to be actually fair, now you're asking for fairness. You're asking that you guys are seen in general, like in summary. You guys are seen, you guys get involved in sports, you guys, you know, and all of that, are included in everything. What goes on in your heads, to be honest? And I want to ask another very valid question, which is, now these schools, are they talking about primary schools? Are they talking about high schools, like children less than 18? Or they're talking about college, where we have adults, where we have 19, 20 something years old, 25, which kind of school? Because if you're talking about a school that's less than 18, that's primary school and high school, then I don't know. Because I can't even imagine, just like that man said, even though that man was like, he's had enough. Like, he was already calling names because he's had enough. And for a parent, to be honest, you're going to be exhausted too. You won't feel your child is safe because when he goes there are kind of some perverse teaching. Imagine you have a 6-year-old child, goes to school, come back home and start telling you about how it's okay if you want to be gay, if you're a girl you want to be a boy, if you're a boy you want to be a girl. A 6-year-old. I feel like if you want to pass on such judgment or such laws, could be in colleges where these children have grown and now adults, right? Say adults, even though I feel like 18, 19 are still kids, to be honest. Say adulthood starts from, say, 24. Real mature student, real mature people. I would say from 24, because even at 20, I made some very childish mistakes. So I feel like, because he said something, he said that especially for children who are less than 18 who do not have a voice, which is the main reason why you should allow them be children. Don't even bring such perverseness into the system at all. Let children actually grow. I think I've mentioned this several times in my video, because this is what I think, but I would love to know your opinions. Because if you allow children grow, the tendency for them to regret their mistakes is, the chances are very slim, because now they have grown into their own gender, they understand their bodies, they've gone through that adolescent stage where they are so confused, they have a lot of questions. If we allow them be kids and grow up the way a lot of young people grew up, they will have a better understanding of who they are before they can now make a choice. You guys, I would love to know your thoughts, because I feel like these conversations should be had in like colleges, where we have master students, university students, not kids who do not know their left from their right. You can't tell a 4-year-old child to decide whether he wants to be a boy or a girl. No, it doesn't even make sense. How can I have a child, a 3-year-old girl, and tell her, oh baby, you can actually be a boy or a girl, you choose? A 3-year-old child who's still learning to eat her fruits and vegetables, a 3-year-old child who's still supposed to be playing in the sand and beaches. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So if we say, even a 15-year-old boy even a 15-year-old girl who is just coming into the adolescent stage, trying to understand herself, trying to understand what the future holds for her, who is still very confused about a lot of things, and then you are bringing this into the curriculum. It just doesn't make sense. Allow kids grow up, let them mature, let them grow, let them understand themselves. Now, I'm not even against these pronouns, transgender. I mean, every adult has a say in whatever they want to be. It's their business, it's their choice and all of that. But kids who do not know their left from their right, who do not have a voice, who do not know, just let them be kids. Don't involve, because this is what I think. I can't imagine now that man. A lot of parents are like, oh, he's talking out of pain. He's talking out of the fact that he cannot imagine his children, his little girl, going into the female bathroom and have a transgender girl in the bathroom with her. That's a boy. She will not feel comfortable in her body. She will not feel comfortable to change in the locker room. And probably if worse come to worse, they should have their own separate places. That way, girls can be girls, boys can be boys. They can understand themselves and not be feeling, oh, that boy looks at me. He's a girl, but I mean, he's originally a boy, but he's a transgender girl. And then you're not comfortable. You get to this how these things keep creeping into our system. But I'd love to know your thoughts, especially for parents. I know we have parents. I know there are parents that watch me who are transgender parents. I want you to know your thoughts because you're a mother or you're a parent, okay? So you will understand these things. Just try to think about if your child, goes into a situation where she's not comfortable. Children should know that in their heads, anywhere I go, I'm protected, I'm comfortable, I'm covered. That's the way children are. Children don't even think before doing things, and that's how kids are. So children are supposed to be protected and covered, and yes. So if as a parent, what are your thoughts concerning this? Do you think this thing should be inculcated into the school system? Do you think these people should be included or involved? I don't have a problem with them being involved or included. I honestly don't think they should be included. But if they need to be included, then they should have their separate sports. Now, talking about sports, imagine if we have a 6-year-old sport, say athletics, and we have girls, is a girl sport, and then we have transgender, most of the time we have transgender girls in girl sports, because I don't know if there are transgender boys in boy sports. Do you understand what I mean? And then a transgender boy who has a higher chance of winning that game should be in the same sport with your child. How do you feel as a parent having a transgender girl in the same sport with your 6-year-old girl? He's obviously stronger. He's obviously faster. Yeah. So think about it when they have to go change in the locker room. Your girl who is growing to understand herself and her body gets to have a boy changing in the same room with her. I don't know how this works, but I'd love to know your thoughts and comments in the comment. Please, if you're a parent or if you're a student and such things are occurring in your school, what do you think are the measures? What do you think can be done? How do you think they can favor these people so that they can be included without actually infusing these ideologies and confusing children? You understand what I mean? Yes. So I'd love to know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, watch my ads. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye.